Mayor Frank Jackson and the City of Cleveland are committed to keeping your neighborhood clean and green through the use of the city-issued trash and recycling carts. It's safe, convenient, and mandatory. For more information, contact the Cleveland Division of Waste Collection at 216-664-3717.
Welcome to Mayor Frank G. Jackson's 2016 Highlights of Success. I'm Leah Haslage. This year we have seen a city of champions and transformation, thanks to Mayor Frank Jackson and his administration. Mayor Jackson was there to celebrate the Lake Erie Monsters and UFC heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic, the Cavaliers, and the Indians. Cleveland was definitely on the map for their great achievements in sports. In July, we welcomed over 20,000 visitors to the Republican National Convention, and we showed the world we are a safe and friendly city.
People ask me about success and things, and I said, well, we had three measures of success here. One is that we were able to allow the Republican Party to put on a successful convention. And, you know, what happened in terms of their internal politics is them, but we needed to allow them to put on that convention, and they did put it on. That we wanted it to be safe and secure. The convention itself in the city to citizens, visitors, delegates, police officers, demonstrators, protesters, all those who were part of it, we wanted that. And then the third thing we wanted was to have it said that after we finished, that Cleveland would be the model as to how you put on an event of this nature, and that internationally, Cleveland would be having exposure that would put us in the forefront.
In two landmark occasions with our safety forces, Mayor Jackson gave the oath of office to the first Hispanic chief of fire in the city of Cleveland, Angelo Cavillo, and the first female commissioner of EMS, Nicole Carlton. Mayor Jackson celebrated our brave women that serve in public safety.
Thank you to the women who serve in public safety and for their willingness to serve. I often say that public service is an honorable calling, but is not fit for everyone. But for those who do it and do it well, you have the greatest opportunity to affect the individuals' lives, families, and community.
And praise those who serve in public service.
Service is a great calling. It's a great calling, but it's not made for everybody. But those who do it and do it well have the greatest opportunity to impact the lives of individuals and communities and neighborhoods.
The Cleveland Pride Parade was initially canceled, but the city rallied together to make sure the show would go on. Mayor Jackson was there, giving his full support.
I want to really thank and congratulate the organizers, because they did this in 13 days. And when we thought it was going to be canceled, they said no.
In addition, he also showed his support by signing into legislation Law Ordinance Number 1446-13, which allows transgender citizens to use the restroom that goes with their gender identity.
Cleveland is a place where we want to be welcoming to everyone, and that everyone is the same, and everyone is someone that has equity. And so, but I'm the mayor, so I don't get to sign it.
Mayor Jackson continues to recognize the diversity and rich culture that makes up our great city.
This is a representation of Cleveland, the different ethnic groups, the different cultures, all that makes Cleveland who it is. And I want to congratulate all those new citizens who will be sworn in today. Congratulations, and I want to thank you for wanting to be part of America and wanting to be part of Greater Cleveland.
Many of our renowned institutions, like the Cleveland Cultural Gardens, had milestone anniversaries this year, and Mayor Jackson celebrated each of their achievements and spoke of the beauty and impact.
I want to really congratulate us and say happy 100th anniversary to City Hall. Not only do we have the administrative side, we have, which I think is the most architecturally aesthetic side of City Hall, which is the council chambers. Why we're here today is to really celebrate, in a way, the work of Mr. Morgan and what he has done not only for Cleveland but the world in terms of his innovation, but also recognizing the people who were the labor force back then when we didn't have the kind of equipment and the safety standards and the safety devices that we have now. And men who worked in mines and did the work that they did really did it under great risk. So these were men who went out and did the job to take care of their families, and we want to commemorate them and all of what they meant for Cleveland and helping us be the city that we are today too. The Cleveland Museum of Arts has contributed a lot to Cleveland. It's just not a local or national institution. It's known throughout the world. And it's being known throughout the world has really brought great benefits to the city of Cleveland. When people think of Cleveland, they think of the museum, they think of us in a very positive way. And I earlier, as we were talking, I saw a group of kids just going through, and I see some kids over there now. And so it also serves as a way to expose young people to culture and to art in a way that they would not have been able to be exposed but for this museum.
While the established institutions were being honored, new businesses emerged, giving way to more jobs and opportunities.
There's always this conversation about where dollars get invested, and what you have demonstrated is that there are people who are interested in our neighborhoods and that you're willing to take that risk and support our neighborhoods.
Being a sustainable city can help our economy. Mayor Jackson elaborated on why that is at this year's annual Sustainability Summit.
We started this off 8 years ago, and the basic notion of it then and the basic notion of it now is how do we create a sustainable economy by the year 2019. And the reason why we connect sustainability with the economy is because we know that in order for things to move in a way that it becomes ingrained in the way we do things, there has to be some economic benefit to it, particularly to corporations. And those corporations have to see how sustainability is not an enemy of them, but sustainability is really something that can help their bottom line and produce more profit for them. And so as we not only have sustainable practices in government and we want it in the private sector, as we look at sustainable policies moving forward, not just in the public sector, but the private sector, we know that that works best if we have a true partnership. And that is why we're looking at a sustainable economy by the year 2019 that has at its core not the exploitation of people, situation, and resources, but to behave in a sustainable way that adds to the quality of life and prosperity of people and communities.
Public Square may be a prominent landmark in Cleveland, but it looks brand new thanks to a $2.5 million renovation.
A special congratulations to the people of the city of Cleveland. You know, everything that we do and we're successful at and it turns out to be great, we do as a community. And that is no different for this. So I want to thank all those people who put up money and time and energy to help in making this happen, because we truly did it as a community. And you know, as we constantly are looking at Cleveland, reinventing things, setting new directions, trying to make Cleveland something or a place where people want to live, work, play, do business, and position Cleveland for the future. That's what this public square is part of. It's part of a public space that really helps to define who we are as a city and what is important to us.
Additional renovations to the city could be seen throughout downtown, our neighborhoods, our roadways, and from Burke Lakefront to Hopkins International Airport.
My instructions some 11 years ago when I first became mayor was to, no matter what happened in the airline industry, I wanted us to be competitive. And I wanted us to invest and develop policies and strategy around us being competitive in the airline industry. And that's what this does, whether it's the concession, whether it's parking, whether it's the facade, whether it's the new baggage thing that they'll be putting in, this renovation here. All these things are designed to keep us on the cutting edge and keep us competitive.
The Rotary Club of Cleveland honored Mayor Jackson with the 2016 International Service Award, which was presented to him by Council President Kevin Kelly.
The mayor was once a council person, and that's where really kind of he really understands everything that we deal with on the council side of the hall. And when Reverend Giuliani spoke of the need to not be blinded by the prosperity that's going on and realize that there's real needs, I think our mayor really lives that. And I think anybody who is even remotely associated or aware of city government knows that, he believes that this government, this council, this era will be judged by what we do for the least of us. And we on council have a great amount of respect for the mayor, and we look forward to working with him on from this day forward and all the accomplishments that we've accomplished together. But it's really those values that the mayor brings to government that I think that we all kind of learn from. It all kinds of sets the lead for all of us. So thank you.
This year marked the passing of former Cleveland mayor and Ohio governor and Senator George Voinovich. Mayor Jackson spoke at the funeral about his colleague and friend.
He accomplished so much in his time, and I won't attempt to recite the many accomplishments, but I will say that when I personally think of Mayor, Governor, Senator Voinovich, I think of a man who loved Cleveland and who loved the people of the city of Cleveland. And so I want to say to the family again that the city will miss our mayor, the city will miss our governor, will miss our senator, and that we will miss someone that we consider to be a Clevelander to the point that we didn't even consider Democrat or Republican. We just supported Voinovich. And I want you to know that I personally too will miss him.
As you can see, it was another very successful year for Mayor Frank Jackson and his entire administration. We look forward to all of the great new developments in the coming year. And don't forget to tune into TV 20 for new episodes of Frank Talk, the only place you can get firsthand information from our great mayor of the city of Cleveland. I'm Leah Hasledge. Thanks for watching.